Hey loves, welcome or welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well as always. For today's video, we are actually going to be going ahead and jumping right into our nail design. So I did go ahead and apply some long stiletto gel X tips, and these are the ones that I'll be using for this video. And of course, as always, I will leave everything that I use in the description box if you guys are interested. So I did go ahead and apply some peel off base coat, cured that for about 60 seconds. And then I applied my tips with this base coat because this is just a temporary set. So I'll be popping this off by the end of the video. But I flash cured my nails for about 10 to 15 seconds and then cured them for another 60 seconds in the big UV lamp. And I also did file these, buff and smooth them. So now I'm just applying this base coat and then I'm going to let it cure for about 60 seconds. So for this nail design, there are a few ways you can achieve this look. So you can either use like a silver cat eye or you can use a silver chrome powder. I just don't have a solid silver chrome powder. And I was going to use that cat eye, but this actually came in the mail today. So you guys know I had to try it out, especially for the look that I was filming for. So definitely was excited to try this out. So I just applied 2 coats of this and then let it cure for about 60 seconds in between each coat. And after I thought about it, I was thinking that I should have put a layer of black gel polish down just to help the cat eye pop even more than it already does, only because we are going to be putting a layer of jelly polish on top of this. But I was still okay with the way that it turned out. I just know when you put like a black base down, it just makes all the chromes and cat eyes just pop a little bit more. So keep that in mind if you are going to try this look. Don't be like me. So here's what we're looking like after 2 coats of this polish. And by the way, here is the nail inspo for today's design. I really love the way that that nail design looked, but I do know that because she has on much longer nails, it's going to look a lot different for my shorter stiletto nails compared to what the inspo picture looks like. Um, I just wanted to try it out, but I do want to end up getting some longer stiletto nails just for content purposes, since I don't really wear long nails on a day-to-day basis. But I think Some designs look a lot better on longer nails and some design looks better on shorter nails. So I always try to keep that in mind when I am picking out which design I want to try out. But yeah, so here I'm just applying a layer of matte top coat because I'm thinking correctly now, and I'm gonna put a layer of gel polish down like for the outline where I'm gonna put the metal painting gel. And then I'm gonna cure that for about 60 seconds, the black gel polish, and I'm only putting one coat of the black gel polish down, and then I'm going to apply that metal painting gel on top of the black and see how it goes. So this is the metal painting gel that I'll be using. I got this from Shein a while ago, and if I'm being quite honest, I wouldn't recommend it if you're going to be filling large areas like this, only because it is super, super thick, and silly me for using a liner brush to try to fill this in, but I just wanted to make sure that it was really precise when doing it. However, this is such a thick product, and I think it's more so better like when I used it on the little knife for Kuromi in my last video. But as far as like filling in really big spaces, I do not recommend using this product because even if I did use like a flat round brush or something just to fill in those gaps, it's just so thick. Like I just was not enjoying this process here at all. So don't be like me and use this product right here. I'll still put it in the description box because I still use it for like smaller things like the little knife or like little accents. But yeah, I think this just made me want to purchase some silver chrome, or if you guys know any other brands that have maybe more of a creamier formula, just something other than this. So when it comes to top coat and having like a bunch of beads and like rhinestones or anything like that, when it comes to rhinestones, I don't put top coat on top of those. But when it comes to these little flat beads, sometimes I'm like, oh, I won't put top coat on those. I'll just try to like go around them. But it was hard to dodge them here, and I could have used a smaller liner brush, but I just went ahead and put the top coat on top of the beads. But where it was flooding a little bit with that top coat where the beads are, I just took a thinner liner brush just to kind of move it around because I don't like the way it looks cured, like when the top coat is flooded around the beads. I like a more crisp look. I think if this would have been just a pop off, I'm sorry, not a pop off set, I would have put my top coat down first and then applied all the beads, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys put your top coat down and then your beads and rhinestones? And here is our final look. These are very different than what I'm used to, but I like kind of going outside the box of what I'm normally used to. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely let me know what you think down below. And of course, as always, I will leave everything that I used in this video in the description box. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.